Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to take your questions. You raise your hand. The squad. Okay, so first, before that, let's go to the squad. I am in a hurry. Okay, so Otto, tell us your squad, or present to us your squad for the next 2 games.
Okay. For the goalkeepers, we have Lawrence Atiji Ziggy from St. Gallen. We have Joseph Wallacott from Hibernian. We have Frederick Asari from Asante Kotoko. Defenders, we have Gideon Menza from Auxerre, Ebenezer Annan from Novi Pazar, Mohamed Salisu, AS Monaco, Jerome Opoku from Başakşehir, Istanbul. Then we have Abdul Mumin from Rayo Vallecano, Alexander Djikou from Fenerbahçe, Istanbul. We have Alidou Seydou from Stade Rennes. We have Tariq Lamte from Brighton and Hove. In the midfield, we have Mohamed Kudus from West Ham United. We have Ernest Nuama from Olympique Lyon. We have Salis Abdul Samit from RC Lens. We have Ibrahima Sulemana from Cagliari. We have Thomas Partey from Arsenal. We have Edmond Adou from Radnitsky Nice. We have Elisha Owusu from AG Auxerre. We have Abu Francis from Cercle Bruges. And then remaining the forwards, we have Osman Bukhari from Red Star Belgrade. We have Abdul Fattah Ishiwaku from Leicester City. Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth. We have Jordan Ayew from Crystal Palace. We have Ibrahim Osman from FC Nordsjælland. We have Kamaldeen Sulemana from FC Southampton. And we have Brendan Thomas Asante from West Bromwich Albion. That's it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the players for the 2 matches. Campaign begins tomorrow. 26 players have been named. Your comments are welcome now. The floor is open for your questions, please. Silence, please. The floor is open for your questions. You raise your hand, you tell us your name and your media house, and then your question. Thank you. Zainab.
My name is Jerome Patrick, freelance journalist. I'm more interested in the long-term projects than the needs of the players. Do you know about the Ghana football game?
If I what?
The football game. And how does it fit into your 3-year or long-term plan? Thank you.
Okay, I can't really say that I know everything about Ghana's DNA. I think Ghana has a great history, football history, with great players in the past. We had really, really good times. I think the last really, really good times were when, players like Michael Essien, Asamoah Gyan, Suleiman Tari, a lot of players were in the best form. I think, for me, Ghana football stands for good football. And this is, maybe I want to use the opportunity. It's difficult to promise victories, because of football you can be better than your opponent, and at the end they will score and they will win, or one slight mistake will happen. But I think I will take the opportunity to be brave enough to promise you that we will play good football. Because I've been studying football for a very, very long time, and for me, the boys, especially in Ghana, they like to play with the ball. This is how they grow up when they're playing on the streets, and this is what I want to implement. And I think this is the easiest thing to implement, because they will have joy having the ball, trying to dominate. I know that we will face opponents sometimes which are stronger than us, where we need to defend more. But in general, I want to bring back to the joy with the ball. I want to create a culture, and this I think has been the culture in the past, not to be fearful when you have the ball. I know that there's high demands on the players, and it's difficult. There are difficult times, and there's a lot of pressure on the players. But I want to take the pressure away to allow them to do mistakes, because this is the only way we can, in long term, we can give them the confidence to play what they can. We know what they can. If you walk around the streets of Ghana and you see kids playing, you see what they are able to do, and this is what is in our players. And it's my job to bring it out, to bring in a culture with good habits, because good games don't come just like this. It comes with good preparation, to prepare them well, as good as I can with my coaching staff, which are helping me, and to bring in their ideas, to bring in their knowledge. And together, I think we can create, for the long term, a very, very good Ghana national team. Thank you.
Where's the microphone?
Good morning, Coach.
Come on.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hope you're fine too.
Please, my name is Yanni. I want to ask, when Mr. Henry was mentioning those that are aging, he never mentioned of Ayew. But in your squad, he's not in the squad. And getting to the latter part of the season, he had a very good season. Please, with all due respect, can you give me the technical know-how why he wasn't included in the list? Or is it because the pressure from Ghanaians that he has paid his dues, so probably it should end? And secondly, my other question is that I want to know the kind of coach that you are. Are you a Pep Guardiola type of coach? Or are you a Jose Mourinho type of coach? And after you've given me, or you've chosen your role model as a coach, you give me reasons why you chose that coach, and give me the practical know-how of that coach.
Let's do a drill shoot
Okay, so I think, to be honest, a very good question. I don't know if the frame is long, or we have enough time to answer all these questions. I try as best as possible. So the first thing you asked about Andre. So I had a long talk with Andre, personal. I visited him and gave him the reasons why he's not in the squad at the moment. And I usually held it like this, that I don't talk too much about the players who are not in the squad, more about those who are in the squad. And for me, I can say I don't like to I talk to players directly. I don't like to give information out about what we spoke about. So he's not part of the squad at the moment. Andre is, I mean, as everyone knows, he's a legend. He's a living legend of Ghana. What he has reached, it's unbelievable what he did for the country. It was a difficult decision, to be honest, because I like him. I like him as a person, also as a player. But this is the decision we took, and I like I said, it's not like we totally agreed, but I give him the explanation, and so I don't want to take it to another extent and say some things that people will write about and this and that. I know it's difficult maybe for you as a press to understand this, but I don't want to make it bigger than it is. Like I said, I have big respect for him. He's a living legend. He holds the record in games playing for the national team. He has, achieved things that just a few players from Ghana has achieved, and it's very difficult to leave him out at the moment. But at the end, me as a coach, I have to take decisions. The best decision, what I think for the team, and this was one part of the decisions. And
type of coach. The type of coach.
Yeah, the type of coach I don't know. For me, I always try to learn. I'm a coach who wants to learn, wants to listen, wants to take advice, even from lower ranked coaches. I'm always open for discussions with other coaches. So I'm a learning coach, and I learn a lot from Guardiola, I learn a lot from Mourinho, I learn a lot from other coaches. I learned also things maybe you shouldn't do as a coach. So I'll take everything which I can get inside my head about coaching and try to take out the best out of all. And this is me then. At the end, I think a mixture of everything. I can play defensively, I can play offensively, I can play the mix, I can make changes, sensible changes, I think. Whenever it takes, I think I'm good in reading the game, how the game goes. I'm good in predicting things to happen, and this is me. It's
Okay, Sammy.
Good morning, Coach. My name is Ayew from Omission Manager. When you look at the squad, and it seems it's mostly, you've seen most of these boys are new guys in the system. So I don't know whether in the last house is in a state of rebuilding or something else. And then again, I'm sure who was part of the African squad is having a fine season where he's playing. So I think that.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I talked to, I think, 30 players. Some I even visited them, some I tried to visit, but I couldn't because my time was very, very short. But I talked to all of them, those who were not invited, who were part of the AFCON last season, and explained a lot of things to them. For me, it's easier because I have the brighter picture. I see all the players, I compare them, and then I decide also which player fits into my playing style or in my idea for the game. And so for the player as such, it's difficult because he just sees himself. And I think, it's difficult to explain because I have to compare Jonathan, for example, with other strikers, and then to see what I need for our 2 games. And at the end, I took this decision. So it would be good, I think, that we take it like this, the squad, and it's difficult to talk about players who are not in the squad. And like I said, it's difficult for me to give out some reasons in public. I discussed it with the player, I explained it to him, and I think it's good to leave it that way.
Okay, next question.
Hello, Coach. Good morning. My name is Daniel Brandt, multimedia professional sports. Just want to know the parameters of which you are being charged by in your contract. Because it's a 3-year contract.
Right.
And you spoke about, in your first stage, you spoke about the team being a rebuild. We want to know, are we still in the rebuild? Are we ready to win going into the next AFCON? Are you expected to qualify the team to the AFCON? So that means when we are assessing, you can be everything.
Okay, so surely we want to qualify for the World Cup. To ask me if I'm assessed if I qualify or not, I think I'm not the right person to answer you that question, but surely the aim is to qualify. At the moment we are in the 4th position, only the first one will go through. It will be difficult, especially the next away game in Mali. They have a very, very strong squad. But the aim is to qualify, but it's also the aim from the others. So it's about having the right team culture. This is the number one thing. What we're trying to build, the culture, long-term culture. Surely habits in the team, habits about work ethic, about being disciplined, about on and off the pitch, and surely. To prepare them well. So this is our part to be on the pitch, to prepare them well, about to make them know about what's going to happen in the game. Once they know, they have an advantage to make better decisions on the pitch, and this is our job. And like I said, what I want to be assessed with should be the way we play. I can't really, like I said, I can't predict. We will have good times, we will have bad times. There are just some few coaches in the world who lose rarely. I know that we will also lose matches maybe, but in the long-term process, what I want to be assessed on should be the way we play. And I think we showed, even though we went out, we showed when we played against Nigeria, when I came the first time, that we played good football. Not only that we qualified, we played good football, offensively, but also defensively. Even at the World Cup, we had, let's say, good phases where we played good football. And this is what I want to have permanent in every game. I know we, like human beings, we can't be perfect all the time, but I want us to be brave, to play good football, and this is where you can judge me on. And at the end, I'm a strong believer that in long term, if you play good football, it will benefit and the results will also come. And surely at the end, it's a result sport, and I will be judged by the results 100%. And my contract goes 2.5 years. And after that, I will be judged, and hopefully we win a lot of games so that the judgments are not that hard.
There is a hand at the back, please.
Coach, my name is Kat. You kept mentioning how you want to play. I watched your team, Dortmund, very mechanical. Most of the German young coaches are very mechanical. You play a kind of football called routed. You kept mentioning about how you want your team to play. Should Ghanaians expect your team, or are we expecting the routed kind of football from you?
I think I'm not new. I'm not like 100% new. So everybody knows how we play, and so with me, I think I have like 4, 5, 6 systems in my head which I can play. So I'm not like I will play like this. So I don't think I'm easy to predict. And yeah, so the tactics vary. They vary. So we have, and also varies with the opponent. It also varies with the players we have at that moment, at that very moment. And surely I try my best to bring out their biggest strength. So I can't say I'll play like this or play like this, and yeah. If the Dortmund way is that bad, at least they're in the final of the Champions League. So maybe I should use that way. I don't know.
Okay. All right, Coach. Good to have you. My name is Gabriel City of NCT. I mean, in terms of building on success, the current administration has seen 4 coaches appointed. I think they're on 3. It's not looking good on the senior national team. From where you sit, what do you think, or what? I want to get your thoughts on that. And also, what do you say is the difference from the Onua we saw at the World Cup and the Onua coming now?
Okay, I mean the first question. You know, I was not there when the other coaches were there. I know when I had to go, because and people have been asking me a lot about this, why I left, but this was part of the negotiation with Dortmund, that I will be there for a certain term. And after the World Cup, I have to come back. That's why I had to go back to Dortmund. And why other coaches didn't succeed, I was not there to say anything about that. There you have to ask the FA, not me. And the second question was what?
What's the difference from the Onua we saw at the World Cup?
I think I grew older. I learned a lot within these, was it 2 years? No, 1.5. 1.5 years. I learned a lot, and yeah, I think I'm better than before. So I'll try to bring my expertise into the game, my knowledge into the game, and like I said, I try to bring the knowledge of my technical team as well into the decisions, and hopefully we make the right decision to win the next game. This is what I'm thinking at the moment, and that's it.
All right. Coach, good morning. I'm Samuel. Just quick questions. Because Andre is now out, we don't want to be here with speculations. So my first question has to be with who's going to be the captain now. That's my first question. My second question, that's my first question. I don't want to see speculation. My second question has to be with after the game against Uruguay during the World Cup. After the game against
Silence, please.
After the game against Uruguay, as your presser, you made mention that you hope that the next coach who is coming to take over will have that free will to work.
No.
Okay. Fine. I just want to say now during when Henry introduced you, when you were talking, you made mention that it was a very difficult decision for you. Now you are back. Let's go back to the statement that you made. How are you going to work now?
Okay, to be honest, let me stay on the microphone. The first question again, because it's too much for me.
First question, who captains the team?
Now Andre is out.
Thomas Partey. Okay, second question.
Now the second question has to be with after the game against Uruguay and the person.
Okay. And actually, I never said this. You have to go back, make your research, and listen closely to what I said. No. And for me, I can just say, this comes to me. I have a free mind. I'm totally free. I was happy the way the FA, because I heard a lot of stories before I came, let me do my thing. To be honest, I don't know if I can say it. The only pressure they gave me was to bring local players. The only pressure. And I'll be looking, and I will look even closer. Now that I'm full-time, I have a full-time appointment. I will look closer. I will look closer to the league. I will observe the league live, not only on video. Live. I will be here. I'll be watching. I'll be going rounds. I'll be watching. I will try to help as much as I can. I will look very, very closely. For me, if a player is good, he's good. It doesn't care where he comes from or where he plays. If I like a player, I will take it. And I will look very close to find players from the local league. Very, very close. So I'll be doing my tours, I'll be watching games, I'll be traveling, I'll have time for this, and I'll use the time to watch, especially the local league.
Okay, I will take 2 questions from this lane, and then I will come back here. Okay, Salom.
Congratulations, Coach. So as you always around football, and you are back for the second sitting. What would you consider personally to be success after your tenure and setting? The second question is Henry, the training, which ones are we allowed to cover?
I'll take both questions, please. So the first one, to look in 10 years, you said?
When your tenure is over, what do you consider a success?
What do you consider success after your tenure?
Like I said, good football, but at the end, good football will end in good results. And if anybody at the end of the day will say the way we played was bad, then I take it as my loss. Like I said, sometimes in football, it's whether the ball goes on the post and in or out, it's inches which can decide about your future. And it's very difficult to predict results. But I'm a strong believer, if you prepare well, if you give the players the joy, and they have the joy with the ball, if you give this to the player, the chance to play with the ball, to bring out the biggest strength, then I'm very, very convinced that we will be successful.
Okay, Zurek, yes. Training.
Training.
Which one?
Yeah, I'm not quite. We had to make, as always, we always had to make changes here and there. So, but we'll give out shortly a day where we have an open training session. I know it's very, very important for the Ghanaians also to see the players. I really understand this, but for me the biggest concern is because we're having just 6 days, 7 days of preparation. I will have everyday tactical sessions because, like I said, I'm a strong believer of giving out knowledge and want the players to know what they have to do. In terms they are leading, in terms we are leading, in terms of I don't know, we get a red card. I want to go out through every scenario, and therefore I have to prepare the team tactically well. And if these tactics are being filmed and the opponent can see what we are doing and they can prepare well, I hope you understand that it won't benefit us. So for this, I have to say sorry for not letting all the session being open. I'm very, very sorry for that.
Okay, so essentially what he's trying to say is that we'll make an announcement as regards which of the training sessions will be open to the public.
Yes.
At the moment, no decision has been made yet. Thank you.
My name is Professor. I work with the Graphic Sports and Coach, the last time that you were here, you left after you saw out your deal. Does it feel like you're coming back because you have some unfinished business? And I would like to know what that business is.
I mean, that's
silence, please.
So the last time I came, the aim was to qualify for the World Cup, and we did it. And I think we were pretty close, even though we lost 2-0 against Uruguay. We were pretty close to advance to the next stage. And for me, it's not an unfinished business. For me, it's just like an opportunity for me personally to get the best out of the boys. The last time I was called, we didn't do well at the AFCON. This time, also we have to be honest, we didn't do well. So we are not on top of Africa at the moment. And if this would have been the case, I wouldn't have been called. So for me, it's just to improve the players, improve the situation of the national team, and we try as much as we can to qualify for the World Cup. And I'm very, very convinced that we have the quality to do that. And this is the biggest aim at the moment.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, Coach. You need to feel the pain that you can. Question is back and it's by a coach from where I come from, the goalkeepers in the game, the ball distribution, the kind of 50 ball distribution from a single goalkeeper. Many would never I will see a player from the academic opponent. Pass now back. Again, I would have a brief goalkeeper. Power play, I would have a goalkeeping department. And that's the problem.
If you had to send me from a liar. Because the goalkeeper coach, but your plan there it is a line but to go young goalkeeper so until bombers make sure say oba training sa distributions. But in general, Brian Moore may coach 2022. Who was statistics and so on? How was the statistics? Okay. It shows a better. Don't worry.
Okay, please, let's move on. Kelvin.
Kelvin also has an activity. Coach, we know you've been a talent developer for quite a long time. We know this last has still been I've been carrying young talented footballers. Will they always have the priority in any selection you make? How is that going to feed into you building a very solid national team that can last the test of time?
I think the only way it will feed into my suggestion is like I mean, but this has been done before as well. There were always young talents who have been given the chance to play for the national team, and I'm open. For me, it's not about, surely it's important to have experienced players in the team, surely, very, very important, because they can guide the young guys, but if somebody is good, you will always get a chance, and I don't care about the age. Okay, Benji.
Okay, Coach, my name is Benjamin Dosu. I'm the broadcasting as well. First question is on Andrew. I know you have already answered the part, but I want you to clear this so that every campaign will be clear in his mind on the state of the Andrew the national team. Is he coming back again in the national team, or the decision you took is at the moment? Because he's a captain for the team and he has a lot of in the team. So when Andrew returning to the team, or the decision you took is expired, it's not coming back again. The second one is your technical team. Chairman, assistant coach used to be Biscuit Lama, and also John Pinto and Lion. Please, was it your recommendation or is something that FA appointed himself for you? Please kind of
Okay, the first question.
Whether it is over for him or
what I learned about listening. I think there was a question about from which coach I took some this that. I would never say never as a coach, never, because I don't know what will happen in next season. The door is always open. For Andrew, this is a decision for this, and that's it. And like what I learned is never say never, because you don't know what will happen. And yeah, with the backwards, I mean, I had a lot of talks, and also there were some proposals from the FA, but I also had a lot of talks with other coaches, and at the end we decided. I mean, it's easy.
Right, Host Otado finally with me. In the squad, our Betuja, Enye Ason Kumakra, 26 players, and we invite you all to camp. Nyame Adama Ochena, and Jumedi Nunano, Eshena, Etimi, Asase, University of Ghana, Omo Sports Stadium. Before Ebe Sase, no, the kind Ebe players are Omo injured, Omo Pram, Ontimi, and invite. And that's the reason I went to me and invite you, Omo Baba Idrusu. Enyada unya kwenya invite on Sanso ena Inaki Williams enso epra Majid Ashimeru enso epra nafe Joseph Pencil epra Nathaniel Eji epra Dennis Odoy epra enafe Daniel Amati enso epra Abrante Eliko feature ena Joseph Edomunina epra wentimi enya opportunity Antonsa Amfamfre or Montano, players are almost so far 80 pra and one so come new player bakope and onya opportunity 80 BPMO squad listeners and so by the 26 man squad and mouse na yetimi ehun hawa ECB effort 3 goalkeepers and now etimi make squad and say they can ebo so and amount Joseph Wallacott Abrante de Lawrence Atizigi and afi Abrante de Asante ono 3 goalkeepers are yetunsa ede from Abrante de 3 goalkeepers no Lawrence Atizigi Abrante de Jojo Wallacott and afi Frederick Asare omo 3 goalkeepers are coach Oram Otado Atonsa ede from ohwe midfielders na and defenders na Gideon Mensah defenders Gideon Mensah ebaye Ebenezer Annan and so ebaye Salisu mo ebaye and I read Jerome Opoku and so MK squad no Abdul Munimu MK squad no Alexander Jiku ewo squad no Alidu Sedu and afi Torik Lamte omo so defenders 8 defenders now you have midfielders no and afi strikers na you so far the CB effort here midfielders no say in it Mohamed Gurus ano ewo Mbisanso and Ernest Nyama and so squad the name be Salis Summit ewo me bi and Abrante Ibrahim Sulemana ono emeki and afi Abrante team the Thomas Party and so emeki squad now the attackers Osman Bukari Fatau Ishaku Semenyo Antoine Jordan Ayew Ibrahim Osman Abrante de Kamal Din Sulemana afi Brandon Asante Wemo 26 players are coach Otado atonsa from ahead of the World Cup qualified game. Yeah, they some no. Yeah, they to from the nipa enya so. Mother page. Akwa babium. Finally, coach Otado. Etimi the squad no the aba. Enya so kuma kra. Bibia betimi akos bench e bekwa amane so na yetimi edu kuma kakra. But my major opinion kitwe bi ewo this so. But before that no meaning say Otado the day Ayew out. The day Ayew out. Meaning say the day Ayew in something. The day Ayew intimi make squad no ewo home. The day Ayew intimi make squad said yetete no sa na so far intimi ebae. The day Ayew intimi make squad and the airborne. Until where the day Ayew ebra so far the day Ayew abono say na esibe effort. The last time the day Ayew airborne say US and on message squad no. The last time and matches the day Ayew MSC squad no. Back here abra Ghana yene US and afi Mexico airborne friendly game no. The day Ayew intimi make squad no on that particular game. And afi so we share AFCON double header your boy against Angola home and away match no. And so the day Ayew yantonsa Anfa Amfreno. World Cup playoff your boy before you qualified to Qatar no. The day Ayew enya and so qualification and bam and that particular game no. And so and afi the first time the day Ayew MSC squad 2018 abra yene Japan Iceland friendly game no yebono. And so yeshem say etimi ambo that particular game no and so and no enye asa okuma kra. Nti we do nature from since 2018 the day Ayew I make say 4 international breaks and asa okuma kra we eka ho the fifth one with him I may say I had of Mali and I feel so Central Africa Republic conversations no say before page kitwe bi on na yehwe na enso so ye try sense betimi aka agyeman bedu kitwe bi na etimi enwon sam so Baba Rahman so enkomo this season no so awobra papa 44 matches and Abdul Baba Rahman and so etimi ebo na fe 6 goals and onyaye na fe assist no bako and 9 Ebra and Airboy and so on. Thomas Partey and so I may say for some time now, but Ebano World Cup qualifiers are Thomas Partey Abobra Edama Ghana pa and Yasonkuma 8 matches and a party Abonama Ghana as far as a World Cup qualifiers are concerned. Washemo 7 goals a party Ashent. Ebano World Cup qualifier na party media Ghana we are covered into no to I've heard of that and so our star boy Mohamed Cruz also so far 10 out of 11 goals and so far winner in our competitions are winner their mind. But we want that AFCON after World Cup qualifiers alone 10 goals no almost 6 and we have watched the AFCON qualifier and I say World Cup qualifier. The star boy so the number so far Udun HMA and so ACB FAT. After Jerome Opoku Arante Enyason Kumakra 80% of the league completion games on the with me asati Ediama Tima Usiakan Edi Emma Mosanso and so far here about 2,479 minutes and Ediama the team the 4th highest and the club in as far as our playing time concerned and after the 4th highest score and a scholar in the club 4 goals and Arante and Jerome Opoku when so etimi enya on afi the most interceptions so far winya 40 times and with him enya team sampan indeed or a proper center back and so I was way so far Ghana for mrante binom omobra mo airboy bibia omo efiat e baba na page ketwe bi e boy is at 3 pm e be aba na be bi institution no mankasa very well remember some be ba ko mienu bi na mintie on Otado squad.
I think generally a good squad but then me way kakra wom Baba Rahman then mun check me onim
Baba Rahman onim
but all the list of injured players and also one money
day
and obi aso mbisa question about why Baba Rahman isn't.
Yes.
I think say Onua one of the players I may say out in the defense must start because of Babenti must start from the defense.
Okay.
I think say Barbara Man one of the players this season. I think say defenders I won he's the best defender based on numbers ni input wait me boa Pok Thessaloniki mutumi ede eje womo Greek league and I think say nanka me hwe nim sanko be part of the squad but I don't know maybe also coach personally or any couldn't come out said your car with the day case anymore aside or no in the defense and I mean who say ayemi kakra but who has squad ni players what the defensive setup now Gideon Mensah did amazing with Ayew or Omaba back into the French League. Ebenezer Annan is also doing well with Circles Bruges or Honoma. I think say Yembo no so about so when that opportunity. Uremu ko ready course was Salisu. I said it earlier before say Beko. What my the starts of Jerome Opoku, Abdul Momen, who called the Spanish La Liga. He's doing well. Alidu, Jiku, and Tariq. I'm okay with the defenders. Alfred, let me go to the goalkeeping department. I was talking about Lawrence Atizigi. Atizigi this season the numbers no was super.
Lawrence Atizigi.
Atizigi numbers no was so. We number of matches ni goal conceding ratio no any problem at the me personally. But we had the kind of performances any consistency.
Yeah.
With the Swiss Super League.
I go for a time but something brief on the day. No, nyabo try those guys say I
am disappointed said that you in part of the squad.
Yes.
Alfred, I'm very disappointed said that you in part of the squad.
Wow.
The reason is simple. 20 games this term for a year Lihav. I mean, he's been an inspiration for the team. Wamo surviving is one of the players who mutimi boy so like coach Nika he had a personal conversation with him why he wouldn't be part of the squad. So the end save before I go fee.
All right. Yeah, fancy. Na yes also news at 12 APV we na bibia so etimi akoso exactly 3 p.m. Trust Onua Sports eba betnas na ensam nyina no yetimi biebie mu di ama Ghana for on Black Sass conversations. Me dey Alfred Tetimi science can sampage and so otene ka Solomon Amankwa area on otene ka from Ghana Football Association omo akachi na sekese dey enko informal the production team nyina some eboa ya ma ye dey jumede kese and so etimi ba eba na Black Sass conversations there. Trust Onua Sports, you go to cover it. Yakra, 3 p.m. Bye bye.